You decline every single opportunity, every effort to link up and have an honest discussion. But you won't get the hell out of my mentions. I don't know what heathens advising him, or what's inside of his mind and why he tweeting with lies in him. What are the odds that this broad doesn't know what he's lobbying? A fraudulent with skin as thin as a friggin' bobby pin. Feeble fool, evil, and flap his gums till his teeth get loose, and can't handle any dude that happens to disagree with you. I'm calling y'all for honest dialogue, but bro, look at you. I guess it's catcalling because you too much a pussy too. Sour and you're talking down for 48 hours on Twitter, but when somebody call you out, you cower and dismiss. How you don't get this, I don't know, but these laughable tidbits. Your mouth is the misfit, stupidity is cataclysmic. Hold up, I don't know who this man's think he's psyching out. Typing out for days and he dumb as jocks in a box of rocks. And I can box, I ain't talking music, I say this hook is right. I'm being called a token by some Chuck E. Cheese look-alike with as much bass in his voice as an adolescent boy. You Bart Simpson with parts missing. Ironic, is it you got as much brain as a bionic pigeon? The state is your religion, but yet you claim to me I can't be authentic. Black in the system, slapping me in a box, and that's a beginner's move. You had to be in a bad mood to crash and pursue. Stand behind your internet posse, still can't stop me grasping for straws. You got the balls to call me a Nazi, and that's bad. Avoiding me like a hazmat, a one-trick pony, yet still managed to be a jackass. You obsessive, a lesson. Mentally, I'm a threat to you, cause you a vegetable pretending to be an intellectual. Bet you won't. The iron claw, you soft as the lining cloth. Whole existence is so consistent with all that lying talk. Pushing doctored photos and we can see that you a buster acting like a female teenage middle schooler. There your mouth, tearing you out. You probably need a helmet just to walk down the friggin' stairs of your house. And this nerd is disturbed, this turd cannot tell the difference between a white supremacist and Big Bird. You gaming the system like you Activision. For someone that claimed to curse so much, you always bragging about your activism. It's almost like you out there lying to the people, like you do these photo ops to massage your ego. We know that you a fraud engaged in self-detonation, and smiling and taking pics will build that Clinton Foundation, you fake trick. Do you realize the crookedness of buddying up with somebody responsible for black mass incarceration? So you don't universalize your position, replying my mentions, and popularize lies in your sentence. You're intellectually lazy, a baby. We should've known you were going crazy when you spent the day beefing on anime chicks. Basic, running like ASICs, quick to challenge then avoiding them. Political commentating, you ain't even past the tutorial. Boring, I'm snoring cause you about as bright as a broken light post. Racist, Jesus Christ, you obsessed with white folks. To you it's either they a Nazi or a Nazi sympathizer, or white supremacist, or they endorse fascism based on opinion of a fan that's a friend of him that so happen to say something similar. It's like you got dementia. Talib, you're losing it, avoiding truth, saying you tripping and acting like a lunatic. A taste of reality, it's sad to see you need a sip. Not talking about that circle jerk when I'm telling you to get a grip. Residing in that echo chamber, hiding your angle. A lame that must have blew his brains like Kurt Cobain did, but still managed to be alive. In a couple years you'll be like 45, which in itself is very impressive because you lost your mind. Blind and bind to a narrative, bro, I'm sorry. It's safe to say that you owned yourself, naming a group by Marcus Garvey, a guy that once praised fascism and Hitler. If you own a bookstore, the only thing you're reading is fiction. So get about my Twitter mentions, spreading this libel and playing a victim, but you hitting and running like a drunk driver, a status tax advocate, and you will not listen and never have the receipts cause you shoplifting. Stop tripping. You a level 1 political commentator with Stockholm syndrome that supports the institution known as the state that has historically oppressed blacks, while I advocate for the abolition of it and will never beg for the acceptance of whites, which is what you do. So who the hell you calling a coon, chump?